Karen thought blasting music at midnight would make me cave, but I hit back with stadium speakers, bagpipes, and polka at sunrise. She messed with the wrong neighbor, and that was only the beginning. When I first moved into my quiet cul-de-sac in suburban Arizona, I thought I'd finally escape the chaos of city living. Because that's when I met Karen. She lived directly next door, with a perfectly manicured lawn. From the moment I moved in, she watched me like a hawk. If I left my garbage bins out 15 minutes past pickup, she would be at my door. At first, I tried to be diplomatic. I introduced myself. I baked banana bread. I even joined the neighborhood HOA Facebook group, where she was off-course admin. It began on a Thursday night. I'd just finished a long day and settled into bed with a cup of tea. Midnight rolled around, and just as I was drifting, off boom, bass, shaking, throbbing. Someone was blasting club music like it was New Year's Eve in Ibiza. I looked out the window. Her living room lights were on, and her sliding doors were open. The thumping house music poured out onto the cul-de-sac like a sonic flood. The next morning, bleary-eyed, I walked over and politely asked if she could keep the volume down at night. Karen didn't even let me finish.
If you don't like it,
she sneered,
buy better windows. This is a free country.
I blinked. It's midnight music. That's not reasonable.
It's called celebration, neighbor,
she said.
Some of us have lives.
And with that, she shut the door in my face. I figured it was a one-time thing. I was wrong. The next night, music again. Same time, same level. I called the non-emergency police line. They came out, knocked on her door, and she turned off the music. But the next night, it happened again. And again. And again. This went on for 2 weeks. Karen was smart. She never played it long enough to rack up serious violations, but just long enough to make sure I barely slept. When I confronted her again, she just laughed.
What, can't handle a little music? Maybe you should move somewhere with less culture.
By now, I was exhausted and fuming. So I started planning. You see, I used to be a sound engineer before switching careers. I know my way around some serious equipment. I ordered 2 stadium-grade directional speakers online, the kind used in concerts or football stadiums. Next came the permits. Turns out, as long as I wasn't violating noise ordinances, which typically don't start until 10 p.m., I could play music just like anyone else. Once the gear arrived, I carefully mounted the speakers on the side of my garage, facing directly at Karen's bedroom window. I even got creative and disguised them as decorative lanterns. Then I waited. Karen's midnight music started up again the following Friday. She was blasting some overplayed EDM track, probably trying to impress a date or annoy me or both. So, at exactly 7 a.m. Saturday morning, I struck back. I played polka. On full blast. Karen came flying out of her house, robe flapping, hair a mess. She stomped to the edge of her lawn and screamed,
"Turn it off!"
I calmly waved from my porch, coffee in hand. "It's daytime," I shouted back. "Free country, remember." She called the police. They came. They measured the sound levels. They looked at the HOA guidelines, and they told her very politely that I wasn't breaking any rules. That Monday, Karen filed a complaint with the HOA. They told her the same thing, so I kept it up. Every time she blasted her music at midnight, I hit her with an early morning symphony. After a week, Karen caved. She came over in tears, dark circles under her eyes, and said,
"Okay, you win. I'll stop. Just please, no more polka."
I nodded. Deal. She hasn't played music at night since. But just in case, the speakers are still mounted, still pointed, still waiting.